Welcome back. You're watching Fox and Friends First. ICE is taking aim at sanctuary policies, saying enough is enough, specifically with Washington State. Now, the agency releasing a list of 7 illegal immigrants who are accused of some brutal crimes, including murder. Yet they keep getting a free pass from liberal lawmakers. Joining me to talk about it is policy analyst for Homeland Security and Cyber Policy at the Heritage Foundation, David Inserra. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
So we brought this up yesterday. I mean, because there was at least one individual, the latest case in Washington State, accused of rape, then told to self-deport and go back to Mexico, released. And then he instead, once he was released, went back and found that victim and raped her again. Just one example of some of the horrific crimes that these people are accused of, and then they're let go.
Yeah, when it comes to sanctuary cities, I think the left tries to give us the example of making us think that these are just, average illegal immigrants. This is just, think of the average hardworking person or whatever. But the reality is sanctuary cities are designed to protect criminals. When we pick up someone for committing a crime, these are the people being protected by sanctuary city policies. And the Democrats and the left will talk about how of course, they don't want criminals on our streets. But the policies don't match reality.
They don't match reality, and they don't make sense, just common sense. Here's what Washington State, or ICE, slamming Washington's sanctuary law that protects illegal immigrants. Here's what they had to say. ICE, policymakers who strive to make it more difficult to remove dangerous criminal aliens and aim to stop the cooperation of local officials and business partners harm the very communities whose welfare they have sworn to protect. So it's this lack of communication with ICE that is, a detriment to the citizens that live there legally.
Yeah, this is really, law enforcement 101 here. We should be cooperating as law enforcement agencies. They should be sharing information about dangerous individuals in the community. And, this shouldn't even matter if, if they're an illegal immigrant or not. We should want these types of criminals to be, arrested. And because they're illegal immigrants, because they don't have a right to be here, they should be removed.
Yeah, we can bring up a stat for people at home so you can see it. 90%, back in 2018, 90% of illegal immigrants arrested by ICE had criminal convictions pending criminal charges. So as you said, that backs up exactly what you were saying. We can also take a look at the number of states in the U.S., though, that apparently aren't paying attention to that stat. And there's 10 right now, including Washington State, that we've been talking about. But there are other states that are actually considering banning sanctuary cities as well, right?
Indeed, and I think there are lots of states and localities that want to do the exact opposite of what's going on in sanctuary cities. They want to help. They recognize that anyone who's in their communities who shouldn't be in their communities and is committing crime, they want that individual gone. They want their community safe, and they want their community safe for the average law-abiding American, but also immigrants. In the immigrant community, they should want these people gone because these people are often targeting them as well.
Mm-hmm. So who ultimately are these states, the lawmakers that are making these decisions? Who are they working to protect if it's not the citizens that legally live there?
Yeah, this is where I think it gets into, politics as normal, unfortunately. Rather than thinking about, the citizens, the people who have elected them, the people who they're sworn to protect, we have this, we see this in the media a lot from Democrats talking about how somehow we should be protecting the illegal immigrant. So that is the constituency that they're working to protect. And unfortunately, in this case, they're actually protecting the criminal illegal immigrant. So it makes absolutely no sense from a policy perspective, and it makes no sense from the perspective of who they're supposed to be serving.
Yeah. All right, David and Sarah, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Have a good day.